If you ever saw a woman in a bikini, it'd probably be on the beach or a body of water. But Gigi Wu would climb some of the highest peaks and mountains in the world with nothing on but her bikini. Mounting social media followers and recognitions from all corners of the world, Gigi conquered one peak after the other until January 2019, when she began climbing another peak like she always did. But this time, her hike didn't go quite as planned. This time, fate had something cruel in store for her. Gigi Wu's love for hiking was no secret, especially if you took a peek at her social media pages. Her Facebook was like a virtual tour of Taiwan's tallest peaks and stunning mountain ranges. Whether she was picking up trash along the trails or simply soaking in the breathtaking views and wildlife, Wu's adventures were always captivating. But what really set Wu apart was her unique twist on hiking attire. Sporting only a two-piece bathing suit, she posed triumphantly atop Taiwanese mountains, earning herself the playful moniker of the Bikini Hiker. But why would she do such a thing? Who thinks of posing on a mountaintop in a bikini? Well, apparently, it all started because of a bet, and due to that bet, Wu was fast becoming a social media sensation. As she continued to share these daring photos, she realized they sparked curiosity and brought more attention to the joys of hiking, so she kept doing it. Every peak, she had a different bikini on, and with every photo, a different pose. The public went mad with her admiration, and her social media following began to blow up into hundreds of thousands of followers. But all in all, there was no question to the fact that Gigi loved hiking. She conquered over 100 peaks in just 4 years, and with a collection of about 97 bikinis, the whole world knew about her passion. Sadly, all of this was about to come to an end. But first, let's take a trip to where it all happened. The Yushan National Park is one of the 9 awesome national parks you can find in Taiwan. It's named after the highest peak in the park, called Yushan. The park is huge, covering a whopping 103,121 hectares. But this is the interesting part. There are more than 30 peaks in there that reach over 3,000 meters high. That's like being on top of the world. And who else likes to be on top of the world? None other than Gigi Wu herself. So Wu made a plan to embark on a solo hiking trip to the national park and maybe conquer some of its peaks in her signature bikini. As much as she enjoyed hiking and climbing mountains, it meant a lot to her that she inspired others to do the same and share their passions. And so for Wu, this was no ordinary trip. It meant a lot more than that. So in January 2019, Wu packed her bags and set out for her solo trip. Miss Wu entered Taiwan's Nantou County on January 11th and intended to hike the Batanguan Historic Trail in Yushan National Park until January 24th. As soon as she reached the park, she headed straight for the difficult trails and began hiking. But after a while, she began to feel a lot of fatigue and almost turned back around. But she knew that she had a lot of fans who were inspired by her and were rooting for her, and just the thought of that kept her going. With every single minute, her legs felt heavier, but she pressed on still. On top of all that, the weather wasn't exactly favorable. But again, she had done this before. She was used to climbing in unfavorable terrain. It was going to take a whole lot more than that for her to give up. But in the next few minutes, something terrible happened. As Wu climbed on, perhaps it was due to fatigue or the bad weather, she missed her step, and just like that, gravity took over and sent her flying back down below. She screamed for help on her way down, but it was a solo trip and there was nobody around her to help. Sadly, she landed with a loud thud in the riverine area, and instantly unbearable pain shot through her body. Despite her fall, Wu managed to use a satellite phone to call for help and share her location with friends, according to Nantou County Fire official Ling Chengyi. Sadly, Wu also informed her friends that she was unable to move the lower half of her body. She didn't have much time, and she needed to be rescued and taken to the hospital as soon as possible. However, due to adverse weather conditions, rescuers faced challenges reaching Wu by foot. It wasn't until around noon on Monday, approximately 43 hours after Wu's distress call, that rescuers located her body. Tragically, it was too late to save her. Gigi Wu had given up and was now unconscious forever. Photos obtained by the TVBS News depicted hiking gear strewn across the forest floor, reportedly near Wu's fall site. Rescuers described finding Wu fully clothed, wrapped in an aluminum blanket with a flashlight clutched in one hand. The more popular you are on social media, the more trolls you gather. And at the wake of Gigi's tragic demise, the entire internet went abuzz with dozens of mean comments blaming Gigi for being so reckless, simply because she wanted to pose half nude on the peak. They all implied that she risked her life for social media likes and that was irresponsible of her. Is there truth to any of this? Was Gigi Wu really so reckless? Well, the answer to this is simply in knowing of who Gigi was. And while trolls will be trolls, Gigi's legacy silences all doubts towards her state of mind and whether or not she was reckless that day. Wu loved the solitude of solo hiking, and with every chance she got, she advocated for the accessibility to all while consistently stressing the importance of safety and responsible practices. Her Facebook page dedicated to hiking, boasting over 20,000 followers, served as a platform for sharing her experiences and wisdom. Wu made it a point to emphasize the necessity of proper gear and attire, donning a bikini only upon conquering a summit. In a post from May 2017, she candidly shared a moment of having to retreat during a hike. To her, it was important to exercise caution, especially when hiking alone. Even a slight misstep can be your last. With all of these, it doesn't take a genius to see that while she posed in her bikini a lot, she was also a very experienced hiker and mountain climber, and more than anything, she exercised caution a lot and was extremely safety-oriented. On top of that, when her body was found, she wasn't wearing a bikini, but was fully clothed. This all goes to show she was not reckless or irresponsible in any way. She enjoyed hiking and was merely a victim of one small mistake that could have happened to anyone. Her final Facebook update, dated January 18th, showcased a serene scene, a tent against a backdrop of clouds beneath what she identified as the highest peak of Taiwan's central mountain range. In the caption, she confessed she didn't love posting dramatic views, but that this certainly counted as a dramatic view. "Celebrating today," she wrote. Sadly, after her tragic demise, Wu's personal Facebook profile had been changed to a memorialized account and renamed Remembering Gigi Wu. The post read, "Rest in peace. A courageous girl full of self-esteem unfortunately left us too soon." One Facebook user wrote, "Thanks for all the moments you shared with us." But while there is no question about her love for hiking and adventure, her statement in one of her last interviews sums up Gigi Wu and how much she loved what she did. In the interview with FTV News last summer, Wu was asked why she enjoyed climbing mountains so much. "Look at how beautiful it is," she said, gesturing at the magnificent view behind her while standing on a peak. "Why wouldn't you love this?" She was an inspiration to thousands of people, and she would be remembered by those who loved and admired her. Do you want to see more of this? Then click on the video you're seeing on your screen now.